Okay, so C3, we're just going to hold these positions and see what happens. It would have been nice to get this entry somewhere here, so that stop loss would have been here. But that's a late entry though. So let's see what happens. C5 for now is pulling back, so I wouldn't be looking for an entry at the moment. I had an entry earlier. I think I saw, okay, I saw this pattern here. That's why I saw this. I think like 2 hours ago, I saw it here because I saw this pattern. And I was hoping for a continuation. But sometimes these patterns do not play out. So stop loss was supposed to be here. So for now, we just have to wait for a possible reaction. Possibly you might get a spike or two right now at current market price. But I'm looking for an interaction probably with the 200s. So somewhere there. So I'll be looking for possible spikes. So remember, we also have this zone we drew yesterday. So that's another point of interest for me there. So for today, if they push up, we'll be looking for a reaction first on the 200s, then on that zone. So we're looking for a reaction here and a reaction here. Okay, so possible areas where we should look for reactions. But for now, looks like we're pushing up, so I do not have a setup or a trade. The one I have running now, I'm just going to close it just now. C1, when I checked it, it was very bullish. So I'm anticipating price to come back to all these zones which we marked a couple of days ago. That's my point of interest there. Point of interest here. So these are also zones inside a zone from a higher time frame. So for today, we'll be looking for intraday reversal. So we just have to wait a bit and see what happens. If we get a possible intraday reversal, then we can sell. But for now, I also do not have a trade on C1. B1, I think it's starting to be bullish. We need a setup here, possibly. Let me check if we marked it. Okay, we've got a nice divergence on the H1. We have already missed like the best entry. But we should get a setup. If this is going to be like an uptrend, just waiting for a couple of confirmations. There's a point of interest for me there. That's on the 200 EMA, so that could be a target. If we get a buy entry, that's a TP target on 12,100. So it's a possible 80 pip move to the top side, but we need an entry. Okay, we'll be also looking for a possible break, retest, and a push to the top side. So let me just start with it on the daily so that we can see exactly what's going on. Okay, daily looks like price slowed down yesterday. Actually started slowing down here. Then again yesterday. So we could end this day back up here. Okay, we also in the zone, if you notice, on the left-hand side. Okay, so let me extend the zone. Okay, we already missed like the perfect buys. But let's see if we're going to push back to the 13 EMA on the daily. That's a huge possibility. Okay. Let me check H4. Okay. Price action on H4 is not so convincing for a push up. It's not so convincing at the moment because we would like to see how this current H4 candle closes, because this current pattern is just the same with this one. You see, after this one here, there was a continuation to the downside. So it's safe if we wait a bit to see what's happening here. So all higher time frames have been downtrending, but we're looking for a possible pullback. This is the TP, which is also on the 50. So that's a zone, zone, zone. But for now, I want to see how the H4 closes before we can commit. Otherwise, this price might also push down because we've been bearish since 9th of January. Okay, let's check H1 again. Okay, H1 is the one which is giving me buying patterns right now. So we want to see what happens here. Are we getting a pullback? Possible. Push up also possible because of this divergence. So I'll go to M15 to check if we have any buying OBs. Okay, possibly here. Okay, possible reaction. Possible reaction. Okay, so if price pulls back to this area, there's a possibility of buys there. Let's see what happens. So we're getting reversals here from smaller time frames. Like I'm seeing reversal patterns. So I'll look for possible buys here or here. But I would like to also TP here because of this. Also watching for a possible break for 1200 is the TP. So for now, I'll just wait for price to pull down here and see how the pattern will be looking like. But if I'm not convinced here, then I'm not gonna take the trade because price might just be coming back here. But I'll look for possible spikes on this area. So those are the possible moves. So for now, no setup here as well. Okay, anyone else wants to share whatever they're trading, or anyone else wants us to look at something else? GBP, JPY. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me just look for GJ. Okay, GJ, let's see what's going on. Okay, let me actually try to use trading VPU. I think I might have marked it there. Okay, so GJ. Okay, no markings here. All right. So I'm just going to start on the daily as well. Looks like we might be pushing up. Okay, this is the daily view. We have rejected the 200 MA here. Okay, so on this particular one, I've got the 200 and I've got the 20 simple moving averages. So we've got a rejection here. First of all, push up. Let me just check the weekly. Okay, this is my price. Looks like this is might be a range here. Okay, weekly looks like it's a range, prices in a range. GG. Current price action, depending with how this week closes here. We could get price pushing back up here, or possibly then breaking. Was weekly, as you can see, it's been an uptrend, price slowed down a bit, creating a sort of range here. So I think whatever we do, like as from Monday, will be determined much by how this week closes. So if this closes like this, we might be pushing back up to these highs or into this OB here, which we marked on that other time frame. Okay, just looking to the left here, I want to see what we have. Okay, that could be a possible target there. But this is the weekly now, so it's too high of a time frame. Okay, there's many obvious here because there's this one and the one below that. Okay, let me just use this one. Okay, so back to the daily. Okay, price rejecting the 200. So if we are to commit to buys here, or if we're going to look for buy entries, we want to see price actually breaking these highs. Then we know our possible target could be around here, 162,000. Somewhere there, that will be possible TPs if we break those two highs. So it's possible we could be buying today. Okay, this is the daily. Possible we could be buying today. Unless price does something else. So let's just check on the smaller time frames. And you can also share your view there on GG. Because yeah, I'm just explaining what I'm seeing from my side. Okay. So I also got a mini, like, oh, if we are to sell, then possibly waiting for a break of that area. So from here, I also have, okay, I'll be looking at this area here, but this has been buys validated. Okay. Also got a trend line there. So I think to be on the safe side for me, I'll just be waiting for a trade which comes out of this area. So if price pushes up here, it could be coming up here. If they do come back to the bottom side, I think that's what I would wait for. Let me just check view on H1. Okay, before we go to H1, let me see. Excuse me. Also possible TPs. Okay, so this OB has been tested already. I don't think price will want to come back here. So that's like 4.8, about 12 hours ago. That's when this buy was activated. Okay, we can now go to H1. Okay. We could have something like this, or we could have, let's see which one is the best here. Possibly something like this. So I would wait for, like I said, for price to break top side, or for price to come to the bottom side. But for now, I don't have a clear setup on GG. From your side, what's your view on GG? Because for now, we've been pushing up, though. This is H1. We've been pushing up. Possible shorts around 155.016. Okay. 155.016. Okay, so that's somewhere there. Okay, so yeah, let's wait. So possibly this will be like an intraday reversal for today, because today the price has been pushing up. So we should be looking for a possible intraday reversal from that area. So you said 155016 possible sell limits. Yeah, that could be possible. So it will just be this zone being respected. Okay, 155036. All right. Okay, yeah, so that's it. For me, it's simply the same area with this trend line there. So it could be a trap possibly outside. We look for a possible pattern there, then for price to drop. That's very possible. But also remember today it's Friday, so the dealer could keep this price here until close of markets. So let's just see what happens there. So this is H1. Let me just check M15. M15 has been steadily pushing up. So let's see when it meets that zone there, what's going to happen on that limit area which Gerald gave us. So we're going to wait and see what happens there. But there hasn't been much movement though. It's just like a steady push up. So this is the point of interest. We'll see what happens here. Then we'll take it from there. So we'll advise like probably on the WhatsApp group. So GJ can be on the watch list. We'll see what happens as it moves. Anybody want to share anything else? Anybody wants to share their screen? Okay, those on synthetics on C5 opening sales at current market price. If you're on synthetic C5 opening sales at CMP. With the stop loss around 74.85. That will be the stop loss. Okay, anyone else got something to share? Questions, additions, subtractions? Okay, you're welcome. Right, so this session I also recorded it just in case somebody wants to go through it. I'll probably post it on YouTube just now. So in terms of signals and setups, we'll continue sending on WhatsApp. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you for your inputs, your presence. Have a lovely Friday and have a good weekend. For those who trade synthetics, we'll probably have Zoom sessions for synthetics tomorrow and Sunday, but I'll advise on the time. The time might be a little different from this one. So if we catch up on WhatsApp, thank you for attending.